Hey, thanks for stopping by my website. My name is Jeremy Silva. I'm a successful real estate investor in the Michigan economy. And the reason I recorded this video today is to extend, I guess, more than just a text or a website type thing out there to other investors that are considering investing in Michigan. And when I say considering investing in Michigan, I guess I should say considering any investment and comparing it to Michigan to see how the numbers perform. In the last 12 months in one very specific area, my partners and I have been able to buy and sell over 70 houses, and we've gotten it down to a system. Not all the houses were as profitable as others, and there's some very good reasons for that. In fact, we've learned how not to do it, and we've learned how to do it, and that's the very reason that a lot of investors continue to invest with us on a repeat basis. But here's some of the things that were a problem for me. I was looking at the Michigan market, and I had several objections. I'm going to cover all of them real quick and the reason we're still investing there. I can't promise you that you're going to have the same feelings as I do. In fact, you may never want to invest in Michigan, but that's not what this video is for. It's for people that are researching it and want to do their due diligence. So at the end of this video, I'm going to provide a property for you that is less than $50,000 to purchase, will be completely renovated by the time we put a tenant in it, will cash flow $300, $400, or $500 a month by a government-paid Section 8 tenant, and the kicker is it'll appraise over $100,000 even in today's economy with a conservative licensed FHA appraiser. Some of those objections that I had originally going into the Michigan economy were, well, just that, the economy. It was crap. And how was I going to return on my investment? Well, one of the reasons we've been so successful is because people are really scared and they don't want to invest in that environment. And they're scared for good reason. If you're an out-of-state investor and you don't have any resources or anybody that you know that lives there that can help you on a day-to-day basis, who wants to fly to Detroit every day or every couple of weeks? It just doesn't make any sense. So when I looked at the economy, I asked myself a few questions. One, were people going to stay around even if it gets worse? And it's been an emphatic yes. The Detroit economy, Michigan economy has been bad, in fact, worse than the rest of the United States for a long time before this economy hit a nationwide scale. And so they're used to it. This is nothing new for them as it is new for a lot of us in the rest of the United States. I also looked at Hurricane Katrina, and I asked myself, did people come back after that, or did they completely stay away? And people are coming back in droves, are rebuilding that economy, and there's some amazing investments to be had for some go-zone opportunities in that economy. However, a lot of the best investments over there have already passed, and investors are looking elsewhere now. Well, when you compare the Michigan numbers, one of the things that I was also concerned with that had me scared was job loss. GM's gone, or so to speak. They've gone bankrupt, are now rebuilding the company with fewer brands, and hopefully will be successful in the future. But problem that I have as a property owner is if people can't get jobs, they're not going to pay my rent, and they're not going to, consequently pay my mortgage payment. And that's what I want. I want an investment I can own that someone else pays for. So I started thinking to myself, how are these other investors that are successful in Michigan, how are they renting their properties out? And when I took a look at it, it was very simple. We're using Section 8 government tenants. And if you provide the best, nicest rehab property on the block, those tenants are going to find you first. So in Michigan, specifically, the numbers work very, very well. A Section 8 government paid tenant will pay between $800 and $1,200 per month to occupy your property. Now, that's if you have the right type of property, like we're investing in the right neighborhood. It's brick, two-story, got a basement, a garage, freshly renovated. And when these people compare their options to other property in worse neighborhoods without any of the rehab done, it just doesn't make any sense. They're going to rent your property that's just been rehabbed in the better neighborhood. So when you've got Section 8, when you've got the government paying your rent, it's not really a concern to me any longer how the job market does. But that being said, it would be nice to, in the future, if jobs start to come back to Michigan, so we can sell some of these investment properties to first-time home buyers and really cash out. Here's the thing. A lot of the movie-producing companies, they're getting a 42% tax bracket, tax write-off based on bringing jobs to the Michigan economy right near where we're investing. There's going to be over 9,000 new jobs in the next 24 months. And I'm seeing a direct effect on our investment property due to that information. Another objection that I had, I've already mentioned, being out of state. I don't want to travel to Detroit. It just doesn't seem like a very exciting vacation to me. If you've never been to Detroit, it's actually pretty amazing downtown. You've got some gorgeous views in the high rise, casinos, gambling. You got the new MGM Grand, where some good nightlife. So it can be fun, but again, original objection. I don't want to go there. I don't want to travel there. I just want to make money there. How do I do that? Well, by leveraging systems that are working, you can work with our crew. Like I said, in the last 12 months, we've been able to buy and sell over 70 properties. That's not including the ones that we're just holding personally, we haven't sold. And the reason we've been able to do that is we've put systems in place that allow us to operate our business from anywhere in the country. I've got 12 projects, or 12 construction crews, 4 project managers. I've got an in-house title escrow agent. I've got a lease specialist and a property management company, because we've had too many problems with third parties that just don't work as fast as we do. They don't have the same vested interest as we do. So working with us, you'll be able to leverage those resources. And when you fill out the form on this page at the end of this video, or I guess any time you feel like you'd like to fill out the form, you're going to receive a property package that's got an appraisal recently done on an available property showing what it will be worth once the repairs are done. You're also going to have a contract with a contractor showing you that they can get the work done in less than 4 weeks guaranteed for a certain budget. That budget will be included so you can see exactly what will be replaced in the home and how inexpensively we can actually get this done. The reason we're so successful with our investments is most buy and hold investors are getting traditional loans, or they're investing their cash in a property that, let's say, if it's $100,000, should rent for 1% of that, or $1,000. Here, because no one inside Michigan is able to get financing on properties that need significant amounts of rehab, properties are just sitting there. We can get it at amazing prices. Because you're using your cash to purchase the property, you've got a leg up. You're not buying it from some other rehabber that used their cash and paying their profit. What you're doing is buying a property for typically under $30,000, free and clear, with a warranty deed, no back taxes, no back due bills. And once you put insurance on the property and fix it up for 10, 15 grand, all in all, less than $50,000 total investment with a property that'll appraise easily in today's economy at over $100,000, you can see why our investors are excited. They know they can invest their cash and get a significant 10 to 20% cash-on-cash return just by renting it out. Now, here's the total return on investment when you look at the equity created by this purchase of over $50,000 in equity. It's significant, over 100% cash-on-cash return, or your total return on investment. Now, you'll see all those numbers broken down for you when you fill out the form and get the report. Like I said, it's going to include video and photos and the appraisal and our package that show you the numbers on it. But most importantly, you're going to be in a position to refinance out of this investment, get all of your original investment back, because you're at less than 50% of the fair market value. It's easy to refinance when we're talking that type of LTV. So here you are. You put your money in. You either keep the money there. It's better than the stock market right now. You're going to return significant income. You've got equity. Or heck, refinance out. Pull your original investment back and buy another property and recycle that cash. Either way, we've got ways for you to do it. The name of the game is buy and hold. If you're someone who wants to flip some property, I've promised a lot of investors over the last year to buy and flip their property. Now, that was working a year ago. Today's economy, with financing being the way it is, I'm not going to promise anybody that. What I promise is that if they do want to flip, a minimum 6 months, I prefer them to expect to hold this for a minimum of 12 to 24 months. And the reason is you're going to eliminate a lot of the tax liabilities for making that profit. You're going to be able to max it out and really sell this property for what it's worth to either your tenant or to an investor down the road. And, well, your cash-on-cash return is going to be over 100%. So take a look at the package, fill out the form on this website, and you'll see why being out of state, the economy, some of the job losses with GM, and some of the other objections that investors have are really the number one reason why you will find success working with us. Heck, what I've always been taught is when everybody's going one way, you go the opposite direction. And right now, a lot of the people are trying to invest in markets that they hope are going to skyrocket again, like California. Problem I have with that is I was born and raised in California. I'm not going to spend $500,000 cash or someone else's cash to buy one property and hope it works out. What I think is a smarter investment is to take that same $500,000 and buy 12 properties. Rent them all out, sell some of them, recoup some of your investment back, have multiple exit strategies, and make sure that you're not putting all your eggs in one property basket, so to speak. Again, fill out the form on this page. You'll receive everything that I've promised you today. You can do your due diligence on your own. You'll also receive my personal contact information, so you can call me, pick my brain, see some of the other investments that we've done in the past, talk to past clients of ours. I want to give you everything up front so you have no reason to hesitate when it comes to actually making the final purchase. My name is Jeremy Silva. I'm looking forward to getting to know you specifically. Fill out this form, and I'll see you on the other side.